Hi, welcome in Sunday Soother, and I'm Lucy from Soul Compass. I just want to send lots of love to Rachel today, who shares this channel with me, as she has been so poorly. And last week she was going to put something on, some lovely thing, and then something went on with it, and then she was just so ill. And by the time we figured it, it was just too late to do anything else. So apologies for not putting anything on last week. And also just to say, I have a very big giant bundle of ginger cat down here. So you may, in a minute, see some little whiskers or something along those lines. But anyway, I just wanted, oh, there we go. I just wanted to say, let's do something really, oh my gosh, so soothing and so basic and easy today. Because what I'm finding with lots of the women that I'm talking to particularly is, let's just normalize what's normal, which is we're constantly changing and the mood is fluctuating all the time. Our energy levels, our well-being, our state of being in general, we are always on the move, always on the change, always shedding and shifting and growing and figuring, and sometimes we're just riding the waves. And I feel like there's almost this weird lie that we're told, and no one blatantly says it, but there's this sense of happily ever after. You know, at some point you're going to make it, and if you can put in the structures that everyone says are the structures to put in, then you're going to make it. And when you get there, it's going to be great. You're going to have this sense of belonging and ease and steadiness, and you're going to feel safe and loved, and you're going to love, and in that you're going to find happiness. And I wonder if it's this myth that is making everything so hard for everybody, because whenever I'm talking to people and they're not really feeling particularly great that day, there's a sense that we have to write that day off because that's a bogus day. That's a day where we've got it wrong or things haven't gone as we want them to go, and there isn't value in that day. It's as though everybody else who's made it, everyone else who's got there, they're just in a bright, shiny place all the time. And you know, I think what happens is we really think we are. When you're in a good little flow, whether that's for the day or the week or the month, or you're just like, I'm in a new little rhythm, I've leveled up a bit, I'm feeling really good, this whatever I'm doing in my life is working, you kind of really tell yourself that you've figured it out. And I think we tell other people as well that, yeah, I've made it, you know, I've got there, I am doing this thing, I'm feeling great. And I think that's what we see a lot of on the internet, a lot of people who are convinced or pretending that they are in this place of all is well all of the time and my life is brilliant. And I know that we know this. I think what I wanted to talk about was really this sense of there is value in all of the days and in all of the moods and in all of the feelings. And they're always just really indications of what's moving through us, what we're experiencing. And I think sometimes there's stuff coming up from situations we're involved in, things that we're maybe exposed to, stuff that's moving through us. And sometimes things are opening up because they're ready to be heard in a new way by something inside us, that we're ready to maybe shift out of an old thinking pattern, or that the body almost has to demonstrate really strongly to us something that just isn't right. So say, for example, you just kind of deep down know that this job isn't quite right for you and you're pushing through. And after a while, you still kind of know that this job isn't quite right, but you haven't moved into that place of knowing how to get to the next level or have the courage to leave or find something else. And it's as though if something inside you knows that there's another way, all the stuff that doesn't feel good will ramp up. It will absolutely ramp right up. Similarly, I think something else that happened with a client this week was, she said, every door I'm opening on the path that I'm trying to get down that feels like the right path, I'm having all these weird obstacles and delays and people not getting back to me about stuff. And I just don't understand because I really thought this was the way. And I said, I just, the feeling that I've got with that is that when we're moving into new territory that demands us to be resigned with something, sort of in a new way, we are absolutely certain, you know, we have that conviction. When we have that conviction, it strengthens the energy place that we're in. It strengthens our mindset, our beliefs, and our frequency, what we're kind of putting out there. And when we're at that point of I'm not as convicted as I could do with being, we end up in a place where obstacles come in. And when those obstacles come in, it gives us an opportunity. Here's your choice point. You're either going to absolutely no, but I do want this, and this does make sense, and I really want to be here, and it really makes sense that that door should open for me. When you do that, it moves you into a new place of being, a new place of feeling, and just a new way of integrating that belief into the cells of your body. And when you've got there, you've kind of up-leveled, you've got this new layer of conviction that gives you this strength to really move on and allow this thing to come in. And I said this to her, and she said, you know, that really resonates, actually. And I said, I bet since the conversation we've had today and you're feeling much more at ease with your decision and how this is the right path for you, I bet when you chase them up today, you will find that they come straight back to you and those doors swing wide open. And that is exactly what happened. So I think, you know, sometimes we're just in a place. We just are. Sometimes you wake up and you're a bit low, or you're a bit agitated, antsy, frustrated, anxious, whatever it is. I wish we were taught more that this is fine, that this is okay, that you are safe and this is normal, and you don't have to push yourself to get out of that. You don't have to see it as the wrong place for you to be, and that sometimes there is an awful lot of value in the body guiding us to be a particular way, because it helps us to see what's there, or it helps us to change our behavior to match what is needed in that time. Maybe you get into that particular mood and what you feel like doing is something that ultimately then benefits you, whether it's to spend some time on your own, to go out for a walk, or to knuckle down and get a load of stuff done, or to just zone out. Whatever it is, it's like we do have a map and compass inside. We're just not really taught how best to use it. So what I thought might be quite nice for us to do is a tapping exercise, because sometimes you haven't got time, or you haven't got the state of being to do something like a stretch class or a meditation or something. You need something quick in the moment that you can just go into yourself and allow it to be what it is. So I'm not a professional tapper. I haven't trained in emotional freedom technique. This is just something that I've picked up along the way that I've found to be really useful. So apologies to any experts that would know much better than me exactly how best to do this. But I do find that this tapping certain points on the body whilst we say certain things to ourselves, the feeling of the tapping, the vibration that moves through the body, it allows the words to sit in a different way, allows them to be absorbed and for you to feel into them. So let's just do it together. We're going to start with tapping. We're going to start with a karate chop. So side of your hands, little fingers. It's okay for me to be feeling however I happen to feel. It is absolutely fair enough that sometimes I feel things that aren't that comfortable for me. I am so much more than these feelings. These feelings are just part of my experience. They don't define who I am. They're not my identity. It's okay for me to sit with these feelings. It's okay for them to be there. Now we're going to go to the inner eye. So by the eyebrows, tap. Sometimes the body just needs me to sit with these different feelings and this different mood. Sometimes it's just not my job to push through them or get to a different place. Sometimes it's just not my job to push myself into a different place. Let's say that together. Sometimes it's just not my job to push myself to a different place. And then outer eyes. What if where I am is exactly where I need to be just now? What if where I'm at is exactly where I need to be for right now? What if there is actually some value in me just slowing down and sitting with it and being just as I am? What if there is this value and I could just stop pushing against the grain and let myself be here just for a minute and take a breath? And then we're going to go under the eye. There is no way that I could feel that is bigger than me. Feelings are just waves moving through me, and they tell me so much. I am completely safe to feel anything that comes through. I can be with myself whilst these things come through. It is completely normal, and it is okay for me to be growing in this way. And I'm going to go under the nose. I love the idea that I'm learning to be with my body in a different way. I love the idea that I am my own ally. The friendship I have with myself, with my body, with my feelings is developing and enriching every single day. And that this is a companionship that is really blooming. Under the mouth now, on the chin. I am my own companion, and it is safe for me to feel everything that I feel. I am my own companion, and it's safe for me to feel whatever I feel. I am okay just as I am. And then we're going to go under the collarbones. I am okay just as I am. Just as I am is enough, just as I am is safe, just as I am is okay. Just as I am is enough, just as I am is safe, just as I am is okay. And then to the heart space, just on the sternum bone there. All I have to do is give myself grace, love, and compassion. And I'll always figure it out. All I have to do is give myself grace, love, and compassion, and I will always figure it out. A nice couple of breaths. And then just give yourself a little bit of a rub, these points underneath the collarbone. As you have a couple of breaths, it's actually fine. I can be just as I am. I still get to choose how I react. I still get to choose how I behave. I still, to a certain extent, get to choose what I do. And you can just check in with yourself. It is okay for us to be human beings and to feel stuff and to be in different moods and to be processing stuff. So, if you can hear my cat purring now. A little quick flash. Anyway, love from him and love from me and love from Rachel and love to Rachel. Sending everybody so much love for your week ahead, and wherever you're at, however you're feeling, you are not alone. This is not just you. It will pass through, but at the same time, it's okay for it to be there. Sometimes just let it move in for a bit and just let it come along for the ride and ask it what it would like you to learn. And if there's anything for you to know, or if it's prompting anything that it would like for you to receive or to do, or a way that you want to behave or act, just, I don't know. I love the idea that we could just normalise being normal and it all be acceptable and all be part of the experience that we're all having here. Being humans in these bodies, it's not easy. So lots of love. See you all soon. Take care. Oh, and don't forget to click the like if you have liked the video, and to subscribe, which is completely free. It just lets you know when we've got new videos up. So lots of love.